The San Francisco Seagulls trying to make it 4 straight victories since the break. They take on the Alameda Merchants in this one in Oakland, California at Laney College. The last game at Laney College for the Alameda Merchants, but not the last game between these two opponents. They will play each other 3 times in 3 days as we head to the end of the CCL regular season. Hi, everyone. I am Cameron Anderson on the call tonight, and let's jump straight into the visiting starting lineup, which will be the San Francisco Seagulls. And the lineup looks a little like this. Logan Hart leading things off, playing right. Isaiah Landry batting second and playing left. Ryan Lordier at short today, batting third. Andrew Tinsley manning center and hitting cleanup. Jake Barber at second, Ethan Rohn DHing, Nav Sundar at first, Liam Forsyth behind the dish, Jake Brewer at third, and the man on the mound, number 34, Shane Stanley, getting his first start, and what has been an emerging arm in the bullpen for the Seagulls. Well deserving for him to get the start today. Let's look at the home Merchants lineup. Frank Zapata will be playing left field. Casey Levitt-McGee in right, Jack Rogers at third, Rocco Borelli will be on the mound and DHing once again for the Merchants. Blake Jacobs at third, Jacob Ornelas at second, Jace Jeremiah at short, Carter Stoltz behind the dish, and Shane Aldridge in center field. Well, lots on the line for the San Francisco Seagulls in this game as they come in currently 1.5 games back of the Sonoma Stompers for the third place spot in the playoffs. The Stompers currently up 3-0 on the Crawdads in the 8th inning. And so we'll see how that one turns out. Seagulls obviously hoping that the Stompers lose to the Crawdads in that one. But here, first pitch to Logan Hart is popped up. And the shortstop, Jace Jeremiah, will make the catch for a quick first pitch, first out here in Oakland, California.
Isaiah Landry.
Well, Rocco Borelli, we've seen him a few times as this is the 5th matchup between the Merchants and the Seagulls. The Merchants have had the Seagulls' numbers so far. They are 3-1 against the Seagulls and have had the most success against the Seagulls in comparison to other teams that they've played. Like I said, this game means a lot for the Seagulls trying to make a playoff push. The Merchants currently out of the playoffs. Even if they win out, they'd have 3 games left, including this one, and are too far back to make the playoffs. But they definitely would sure like to play spoiler, playing the Seagulls and not wanting them to make the playoffs. 2-0 on Isaiah Landry. Borelli, the pitcher out of Antioch, California, and spent 2 years at Los Medanos Community College as he gets that one over for strike one. And he had a lot of success as a two-way at LMC. Made 24 starts, pitching 173 innings with 164 punch-outs and a 4.68 ERA in his 2 seasons at LMC. That one runs inside. It's 3-1 on Landry. Offensively, in his 2 years at Los Medanos, he hit .354 with 26 doubles, 4 triples, 8 homers, and 109 RBIs. Was a first-team all-conference selection as a freshman on a very strong LMC team. Count is full on Isaiah Landry, who's from Pittsburgh, California. The slider misses outside, ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk for Landry, and here's Ryan Lordier playing short today. This is Borelli's 7th start of the season, and he hasn't worked deep into games. Just 14 innings through 6 starts. First pitch to Lordier is high, ball 1. Borelli comes in with 9 hits surrendered, only 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 11 punch-outs. Comes in with a 1.29 ERA, one of the best on the team and the best among pitchers that have thrown 10 or more innings this season for the Merchants. Quick move to first, but Landry's in safely. 2-0 on Ryan Lordier, who had 3 hits in last night's victory, including a 2-run double to pull them ahead of the Walnut Creek Crawdads and help them secure the victory. Landry's on the move, and the catcher, Carter Stoltz, unable to transfer and make the throw. So Landry's in easily. Three and one on Lordier. Landry now at second with 1 out. As Landry picks up his 10th stolen base of the season, now tied for first with Josh Algren in that department. Long pause from Borelli. The 3-1 drills Lordier, and he'll trot down to first base. Now runners on first and second with 1 out.
Andrew Tinsley.
Runners on first and second for Andrew Tinsley, who has been pretty much a steady cleanup hitter for the Seagulls. He went 1 for 3 today, a walk and a single. First pitch to him is up and in and misses, ball 1. Borelli just 2 walks this season. So that one misses outside. The 2-0. Tinsley pops this one up. High fastball. His eyes lit up, and he got under it. And Blake Jacobs, the third baseman, makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4.
So 2 gone
Barber.
here in the top of the first. Runners still on first and second for second baseman Jake Barber. Last time Barber faced Rocco Borelli was in San Bruno, in which he took him deep, a solo shot, the first home run by the Seagulls at their home field. Barber, 2 home runs this season, as the first pitch to him misses 1-0. Barber, who's from Raleigh, North Carolina, and just finished up his freshman year at Queen's University of Charlotte. Headed back for his sophomore year. The 1-0 in there, 1-1. Barber had 8 homers and 7 doubles as a freshman at Queen's University of Charlotte. So you knew the power was there. Took a couple weeks to get it going, but then he had a great week heading into the All-Star break, where he hit both of those home runs, one in Sonoma and one in San Bruno. 1-2 on Barber. Borelli trying to work out of the trouble early here in the first. The 1-2. It's a ground ball to first. First baseman Rogers trips, but able to flip to Borelli, who's covering in time for the third out. So nice recovery there from Jack Rogers, and Borelli, who was covering the bag in time, makes the catch. No runs come across. We head to the bottom of the first, 0-0 here in Oakland. Home half of the first, and Shane Stanley will get the start for the Seagulls, his first start of the season. Stanley, the 6-foot catcher, primarily out of San Francisco, went to Lowell High School, 2 years at City College of San Francisco, and transferred to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
Stanley,
14,
who's
Frank
known
Zapata.
as a phenomenal defensive catcher in high school and at City College of San Francisco, has really emerged as a pitcher. This is his 7th appearance of the summer, his first start, like I said. And through 8 2/3 innings, he's punched out 12 batters and has yet to surrender an earned run. He's given up 2 unearned runs and has only allowed 5 hits and 3 walks. He gets ahead 0-1 on Frank Zapata, the leadoff hitter for the Merchants. Zapata, who played at Laney here, pops up to Sundar, who's unable to make the catch in foul territory. So Zapata will get another chance. 0-2 on him. Frank Zapata, who is the son of the manager for the Laney Eagles, Coach Zapata. And Zapata himself, primarily a catcher as well, but can also play the outfield, so getting the start in left today. He went to Archbishop Reardon High School. Here's the 1-2. And that one misses up. 2-2. This spring, played in 38 games, hitting .333 with 10 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 28 RBIs. This one popped up once again, and this time in fair territory. Jake Barber, the second baseman, makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 33, Casey Levitt McGee.
One gone here in the bottom of the first, and here's the right fielder and man who has been doing the most damage in this Merchants lineup. Comes in batting .317, best batting average on the team, as he takes a look at a good changeup from Stanley, drops in there, strike one. Casey Levitt McGee, who is also from San Francisco. He went to Sacred Heart Cathedral High School and just finished his freshman year at Laney this spring. He led the Eagles in at-bats and hit .397 with 8 doubles, a triple, a homer, and led the team in RBIs with 35. So a great freshman campaign for McGee, and has had a really good summer as well. That one misses inside, 2-1. going to be all hands on deck for this pitching staff, as this is their 4th game in 4 days, and they still have 3 more games in 3 days, and an absolute jam-packed week. And today was supposed to be a day off for the Seagulls, but this is a makeup game from Sunday, July 14th, when these two teams didn't play because there were no umpires. The 3-1 misses, ball 4, and the Merchants have a runner on first with 1 out.
Coming up to bat, the first baseman, number 34, Jack Rogers.
Here's Jack Rogers, the first baseman, also plays some outfield. 6'3" right-hander from Tucson, Arizona. Went to Antelope Valley College, New Mexico State, and is a junior at Colorado Mesa. First pitch to him runs inside, ball 1. In his senior year of high school at Sal Puente Catholic High School, he hit .463 with 6 doubles, 6 homers, and 25 RBIs. Went to New Mexico State out of high school but didn't play, and then transferred to Antelope Valley, and where he hit .264 with 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 homers in 35 games. Headed to Colorado Mesa in the fall. 1-0 on Rogers, and the 1-0 just misses. 2-0. .2-0 from Stanley is a breaking ball that he lands for strike 1. And like I mentioned earlier, these two teams will play each other next 3 days. So today, tomorrow, which will be in San Bruno, the final home game of the season for the Seagulls. And then they will play at Alameda College on Saturday, which will be the final game of the season for the Merchants. That one off the glove of Brewer, and Rogers reaches. So Brewer, who took a tough hop, but also looked like he might have taken his eye off of it, trying to look for the play at second base before he fully reeled it into his glove. In steps Rocco Borelli, man on the mound, also DHing and hitting cleanup today. Breaking ball from Stanley just misses. 1-0. These two teams have played each other now 5 times, and believe it or not, Rocco Borelli has pitched in 4 of the 5 matchups against the Seagulls, and every time he's been a two-way, DHing in the middle of the order and starting. He's been used as an opener this year. Like I said, just 14 innings of work in 6 starts. So, going to assume that he's going to be used as an opener day once again. Probably 2 to 3 innings of work, depending on his pitch count. Stanley misses again. 3-0. First and second, 1 out, and a 3-0 count on the Merchants cleanup hitter, Rocco Borelli. 3-0, misses, ball 4. So fellow catcher Liam Forsyth will come out and have a word with Stanley. Maybe just cool him off a little bit, take a little breather, and break up this rhythm. Stanley, who's really just been missing the corner. Now, Rogers was given the hit on that ball in between third and short. That went off the glove of Brewer. Here's Blake Jacobs, the third baseman for the Merchants. Jacobs from San Ramon, went to San Ramon Valley High School. And a good spot with the fastball right at the knees. 1-1. Jacobs, who is a sophomore at Chabot, 3 years on varsity at San Ramon Valley. Played in 77 games, hit 228, 10 doubles, and 44 RBIs. As here's the 1-1, popped up, and will be out of play. Brewer will give it a run, but we'll run out of room. Jacobs hit 280 this spring at Chabot with a double and a homer in 25 at-bats. So Jacobs, who's at the dish, and the man who's in a squat right next to him, Liam Forsyth, both at Chabot last spring. One and two on Jacobs. The 1-2 is fouled off. Merchants making Stanley throw a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the first. 1-2 fouled off again by Jacobs. So, looks like we're going to have time as Will Ellis jogs down to go retrieve that foul ball. And home plate umpire is going to say play anyway. So, Will Ellis in foul territory. He's going to have his head on a swivel. Here's the 1-2. And it is into the gap, and it's going to be extra bases. 1 run comes across. 2 runs come across. Borelli's being sent. And Jacobs has a 3-run triple. He clears the bases with 1 swing. So 3-0 Merchants here in the first, as Stanley, who was definitely playing with fire, a couple of walks this inning, and then unfortunately a ball off the glove of Brewer that was ruled a single. And now 3 runs come across, and there goes Stanley's perfect ERA this season. And he's clearly a little frustrated out there and kind of getting squeezed too. The strike zone, definitely one of the smaller ones. Here's Jacob Ornelas, the second baseman. Breaking ball, that one catches the zone. 1-1 on Ornelas. It's from Honolulu, Hawaii. Ground ball, and it's foul. Just left of the bag. Ornelas is a junior at Augustana College. Played in 13 games this spring. Swing and a miss from Ornelas, and Stanley picks up the punch out. So Stanley's first strikeout and the second out of the first. Jacobs still 90 feet away at third base. And here's the shortstop, Jace Jeremiah. Jeremiah, who's from San Mateo, went to Argonne High School, to Skyline College, and now a senior at St. John's. And this is an RBI single through the first base and second base side into right field, and it's now 4-0 Merchants here in the first.
Now batting the catcher, number 28, Carter Stoltz.
So the Merchants just stay hot against the Seagulls. For whatever reason, they have had a lot of success. Like I said, they're 3-1 against the Seagulls coming into this one. And albeit a lot of those games have been really close ones, the Merchants have a very solid offense. They 242 batting average coming into this one as a team. Tuno on Stoltz, the catcher for the Merchants, from Davis, California, and is a sophomore at Willamette. That one runs inside. Snap throw from Forsyth, but Ornelas back in. Stoltz, 347 his senior year at Davis High School with 5 doubles and 13 RBIs. This spring at Willamette, he hit 235 with 4 doubles, 2 homers, and 3 RBIs as a freshman. A 3-1 in there for 3-2. Full count on Stoltz. Ornelas at first. He's on the move. Breaking ball, and that one never came down enough. And it's another walk. Third walk of the inning for Stanley.
Shane Aldridge.
Here's the 9-hitter, Shane Aldridge, getting at bat here in the bottom of the first. Center fielder for the Merchants. Takes a look at one inside, 1-0. One and one on Aldridge.
We should give those stats for his final totals when he leaves. He got 40 pitches. Here's the pitch.
Ground ball to first. Sundar and Shane Stanley not covering first base. And again, this is part of a guy who's not used to pitching all the time right there. Ground ball to the right side. Normally pitchers know to get over and cover first. Instead, he didn't get over there in time, and Aldridge reaches safely. The bases are loaded again with 2 outs, and Zapata will get his second at-bat of the inning. He led off the game with a pop-up. Swings through the fastball right there. The 0-1 misses 1-1.
Merchants have batted around this half inning. This game a little bit 34 minutes old, or a little more than a half hour old. The pitch.
Oh, 1-1. He gets it in there. 1-2.
So this game is now is 25 minutes old.
Zapata comes in today hitting .304. Couple of doubles, 4 RBIs this summer. He's been hitting at the top of the order. He's got 10 runs, 3 stolen bases. This is his 21st game of the season.
Baby blue caps. Their caps look like the old school Seattle Mariners uniforms from the 70s.
2-2, and it's a ground ball, and this one gets through. Another run will come across. They're sending the runner from second, throw to third, and he's in safely. And it's a 2 RBI single for Zapata. It's 6-0 Merchants.
Batting the right fielder, number 33, Casey Levitt McGee.
So Jeremiah and Stoltz come in to score. Aldridge moves up to third. Now runners on the corners with 2 gone. And not an ideal start for Shane Stanley.
And they're going to have a conference on the mound.
Coach Dom Sebastiani will walk out to the mound and talk to Shane. And looks like just going to try to encourage him to get out of the inning. Also, at the same time, sending a arm down to the bullpen.
Well, there's some activity down in the bullpen for San Francisco. There's a pitch.
Here's Levitt McGee.
That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Sonoma Stompers currently up 7-1 in the bottom of the 8th against the Walnut Creek Crawdads. So this a monumental game, as every game is, but especially if Sonoma wins against the Crawdads. The Seagulls have to keep up with them. A loss would mean that they drop 2.5 games back of the Stompers with just 3 games left in the season. So with the Stompers' victory today, the Seagulls basically have to win out here. Now, what makes things interesting is that the final game of the season is at Arnold Field in Sonoma against the Stompers. Here's the 0-2 up the middle. Lordier bobbles it onto second base, and he's safe. So this has just been a disaster inning for the Seagulls. 7 runs come across, and that one will be an E6.
Now batting the first baseman, number 34, Jack Rogers.
So McGee reaches on the air.
It's now a 7-0 game.
Zapata moves up to second. And here's Jack Rogers, who singled in his first at-bat, came around to score.
7 runs. This game is...
And that one way up and in, 1-0.
So now, the 11th man has come to the plate. Leaving Levine McGee's at the plate. He's reached on base for his first time up. Part of the Merchants.
1-1 on Rogers.
The top for the plate.
The junior at Colorado Mesa.
It's a set. Here comes the pitch.
Breaking ball, and this is going to get into left field. Zapata, he's coming around to score. Runner digging for third because there's no one there. Lordier the tag, and they got him. So the Seagulls finally get the third out, but not before Zapata comes in to score the 8th run of the inning. We go to the top of the second. The Seagulls have plenty of work to do. Top of the second, and if you're just now joining us, yeah, it's 8-0 Merchants as they put up an 8 spot in the bottom of the first. 6 hits in that first inning.
Alameda over San Francisco. And the starter for the Seagulls,
3 walks
he's had
and an error on top of those 6 hits. As here's Ethan Rohn leading things off against Rocco Borelli, still on the mound.
28 balls and 28 strikes. Not looking sharp tonight. As one of our producers on our staff is doing the pitch count tonight.
Oh and 2 on Roan.
The pitch.
Slider swing and a
Speed
miss.
slider, swung on, miss. Strike 3. So
Roan down on 3 pitches. And first strikeout of the night for
going on strikes.
Rocco Borelli. Here's Nav Sundar.
One man gone here in the second.
First pitch to Sundar in there, strike 1.
That's in there for a strike 1, 0-1.
Sundar, who's from San Ramon, went to California High School. So he gets out of the way of that one. 1-1.
1-1.
Went to Cuesta College and is committed to Coppin State University. Hit 381 in his senior year at California High School. And in 38 games this spring at Cuesta, he hit 301, 8 doubles, 4 homers, and 29 RBIs.
It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Picturesque evening here.
1 and 2 on Sundar.
College here in Oakland.
And Borelli did a full 180, ready to get off the mound.
On my left,
But the home plate umpire is going to say that one just missed outside, 2-2.
Jay Kaiser Convention Center.
Didn't miss by much.
We're right near Lake Merritt here in the heart of Oakland.
Good take from Sundar. Here's the 2-2.
2-2 pitch.
That one misses way outside, now 3-2.
Count now, full count, 3-2.
So 1 out, 3-2 count, nobody on here in the top of the second.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Borelli fires, and Sundar is rung up on one that looked pretty low and inside. Sundar not happy about it, and for good reason. Nonetheless, it's back-to-back punch-outs for Borelli on the mound.
So it's strike 3 call.
Here's Liam Forsyth,
The pitch.
and he fouls that one straight back. Forsyth doing the catching duties today. He's from Hayward and had a great second half of the season at Chabot.
So it's strike 1, 0-1.
Hit 7 home runs in conference play, with a .314 batting average, and over a .700 slugging percentage.
Gets the set. Here comes the pitch. That's upstairs from
The 0-1 runs inside, 1-1.
evens the count at 1-1. Gets the set. Here comes the pitch.
1-1 from Borelli,
Miss off
and
the pitch.
Forsyth out in front, 1-2. It's like either a hard slider or maybe a cutter from Borelli.
Gets the set. Here comes
The 1-2 misses. Borelli's trying to strike out the side in order. It's 2-2.
now evens the count at 2-2.
Breaking ball, Forsythe out in front.
Will go foul.
And that one, a foul ball.
Two pitch coming.
Try the 2-2 again. Fastball, and that one just misses.
And the count is now full 3-2.
3-2. And we'll say that one looked pretty good, albeit
3-2.
did get the strikeout call on Sunder. It looked to be a little low, but that one
Count 3-2.
didn't look that low. Here's the 3-2. Fouled back, and Forsythe will see another.
Count remains 3-2. Full count.
Making Borelli work here.
Tuning in.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Nothing Alameda over the Seagulls of San Francisco. Gets the set. Here comes the
Try the 3-2 again. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Borelli strikes out the side in order. Well, that's a pretty good answer after your offense puts up 8 runs. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 8-0 Alameda here in Oakland.
All hot two.
Seagulls go to the bullpen early as Lincoln Juarez, the 6'3" right-hander out of San Jose, California, takes over for Shane Stanley after just 1 inning. And 8 runs came across off 6 hits, 3 walks, and an error. So here's Lincoln Juarez, went to Willow Glen High School, West Valley JC, and is committed to Cumberland University for his junior year. First pitch to Rocco Borelli, and it's a broken bat pop-up, and Barber, who not able to secure it, and that one will go into right field. So, broken bat, and Barber tried to make a leaping catch, but when he was coming down to the ground, it popped out of his glove.
Now batting the third baseman, number 20, Blake Jacobs.
So that's gotta be a base hit. That's a base hit.
More on Lincoln Juarez, threw 40 innings in 3 years on varsity at Willow Glen High School. 34 punch-outs, 4.38 ERA. Played 2 seasons at West Valley, and this spring he threw 50 innings, 26 punch-outs, a 4.68 ERA, and a 1.38 WHIP. This is his 3rd appearance of the summer for the Seagulls. He was one of the later additions in the pitching staff, trying to bolster the bullpen heading into this final stretch of the regular season. Fastball runs inside, and Jacobs fouls it off. Lincoln Juarez, 3 1/3 innings of work so far. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 punch-outs. So he's been good so far, and assuming he might have to work deeper into this one. Borelli at first after the broken bat single, and it's 1-1 on Jacobs. The 1-1 lands, 1-2. Jacobs singled and came around to score in his first at-bat. Fastball, ground ball to Brewer, and that one's off his glove. Borelli digging for third. Isaiah Landry fires in a strike to third, and he is out. Borelli trying to stretch that into 180 feet on the single, and he's thrown out at third on a great one-hop seed by left fielder Isaiah Landry. So Landry sort of putting out a little bit of the fire that has taken place in this inning on top of what obviously took place in the first inning. And what's been a little uncharacteristic of this Seagulls defense. Again, a second ball off of Brewer's glove was called a single in the first, and that one also called a single. But we've seen him definitely reel those in. Lordier made an error at short in the first. Barber, who was trying to catch a pop-up, definitely was a tricky play, but that one fell out of his glove to let Borelli onto first base. Oh, 0-2 on Jacob Ornelas. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Jacobs at first. Two, 1 out, runner on first, and Juarez breaking ball fouled off. Ornelas comes into this one hitting .217. This is his 18th game of the season with the Merchants. 7 runs, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs. He's also picked up a couple of stolen bases this summer. Try the 2-2 again. In the dirt, nice block from Forsythe, but Ornelas doesn't bite. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Ornelas down swinging for the second time today, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And here's Jace Jeremiah. On 1 on Jeremiah as he fouls that one off. He singled back in the first and came around to score. Jeremiah, who came in hitting .230. Nice breaking ball from Juarez, but that one just misses outside. 1-1. Jeremiah, this is 23rd game of the season, which is now tied for the second most on the team with Wyatt Thames, who's not in the starting lineup. But Could probably see him as a pinch hitter or a defensive substitution later. Jeremiah, 6 doubles this season. That's tied for the most. He's got 10 RBIs. And he's also got 7 stolen bases. Two and two, 2 outs. Jacobs still at first. Juarez looking for back-to-back strikeouts, and he got him. Jeremiah swings through the breaking ball, and back-to-back strikeouts for Juarez. Couple of singles this inning, but no runs come across. Landry picks up an outfield assist. We go to the top of the third. It's 8-0 Merchants. The Seagulls have plenty of work to do in this one. Still 70 degrees here in Oakland, California at 7 o'clock. And perfect weather here in the East Bay at Laney College. In an all-turf field, the Laney College Stadium. Jake Brewer leading things off after a 1-2-3 inning in the second in which Borelli struck out the side. And Borelli's retired 5 straight heading into the third here. Brewer, first pitch, fouls it back, 0-1. Brewer, who's from San Bruno, California, went to Cappuccino High School and played this spring at Kenyatta. Brewer, who's one of the returning Seagulls from the 2023 GSCBL Championship roster, pops this one up, and right fielder McGee will make the catch for the first out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 7, Logan Hart.
1 out, and here's Logan Hart, the Seagulls right fielder. He popped out to short to lead off the ball game. So he's 0 for 1 today. First pitch fastball, and Borelli gets that outside corner, 0-1. I mean, if he can hit that spot, I don't know if Logan Hart will be able to touch that. He's going to go right back to it. Hart fouls it off. 0-2. Hart, who was a two-sport athlete in high school at Turlock High School, a couple years at Modesto JC, and he's headed to Cal State Fullerton. led things off last night and played well, but he swings over the top of the changeup. Now that's 4 punch-outs for Borelli and back-to-back outs here in the third. So 2 gone for Isaiah Landry, as Borelli, who's from Antioch, throws to Landry, who's from Pittsburgh. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside, 1-0. Landry went to Clayton Valley High School and El Cerrito High School as the 1-0 in there, 1-1. Hit .319 in his junior year of high school at Clayton Valley. 4 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 7 stolen bases. This one is going to be a fair ball down the left field line. Zapata tracks it down but bobbles it, and so it's going to be a double for Landry.
Now batting the shortstop, number 17, Ryan Lordier.
So Landry, 2-out double. And now in steps Ryan Lordier. He'll get a shot to hit here in the third with 2 gone. Lordier was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. This one back up the middle. It's a base hit. Landry, who's got speed, is going to get sent. The throw home is a good one, but it's going to be cut off by Jack Rogers. And the Seagulls get on the board here in the third, thanks to an RBI single from Ryan Lordier.
Center fielder, number 10, Andrew Tinsley.
So starting to cut into the deficit are the Seagulls. And you got to do it 1 run at a time. Can't get it all back at once. It's 8-1 Merchants. Here's Andrew Tinsley, the center fielder for the Seagulls. Takes a look at a ball high. Borelli tried to drop that breaking ball in, but 1-0. Tinsley popped out in his first at-bat. Lordier, who had a huge jump, and he will be in safe, but he's off the bag, and he is out. So Lordier, who beat the throw and was in safely, but might have slid in a little too late and ended up falling off the bag and was tagged out by second baseman Jacob Ornelas. So that's the third out. Here, 1 run comes across as Isaiah Landry doubles. Ryan Lordier drives him in with an RBI single. It's 8-1 Merchants. We go to the bottom of the third. Cameron Anderson here in Oakland, California at Laney College, as Carter Stoltz, the catcher, will lead things off for the Merchants against Lincoln Juarez, who had a solid first frame. Gave up a couple of hits, but one was an infield single, and the other ended up being an outfield assist from his left fielder Isaiah Landry, throwing out Borelli, trying to make it up to third. Stoltz, fly ball into left center field, and Tinsley will call off Landry and make the catch for the first out.
Number 25, Shane Aldridge.
One gone for the opposing center fielder, number 25, Shane Aldridge. First pitch to Aldridge is a nice breaking ball. Check swing appeal. He did not go around. He held up in time. And Shane Aldridge, who is listed as a pitcher for the Merchants. That one runs inside, almost hit him. Gets out of the way, 2-1. Aldridge singled and came around to score. Back in the first. Aldridge at Chabot. He's from Hayward, California. Here's the 3-1, and that one catches the zone, 3-2. So Juarez paints the inside corner. Now the count is full. Here's a 3-2. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Forsythe, throw to first, and it's a drop third strike. Juarez, his third punch out of the ballgame.
Now batting the left fielder, number 14, Frank Zapata.
So 3 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3 for Juarez. And see how deep in the ball game he can work here, as the Seagulls are going to need him really to eat some innings, with Stanley just going 1 inning today. First pitch misses to Zapata. He singled and came around to score. It's 1 for 2 today. Zapata, who currently holds the second best batting average on the team, hitting just a couple ticks over 300. 2-0 fastball misses. 3-0. Misses outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Zapata, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Merchants.
Casey Levitt McGee.
So Levitt McGee will get a chance here in the fourth. Or excuse me, in the third. One and 0. Zapata on the move, and it's perfectly placed into left field. Zapata will hold up there. Probably a smart read. That ball was hit too hard, and Landry, who's already showed off the arm, throwing out Rocco Borelli last inning. So don't know if that was a designed hit and run, but nonetheless it worked out. Here's the 3-hitter now. Jack Rogers, the 6'3" first baseman from Tucson, Arizona. Couple of singles today for Rogers, and he came around to score in the first. First pitch to him misses inside, 1-0. The 1-0, and this is hit into left center field, but he just missed it, and Landry will make the catch for the third out. So, no runs come across, a walk and a single here in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. It's a 7-run ball game here in Oakland. So that'll be it for Rocco Borelli. 3 innings, just 1 run, and 2 hits surrendered for him. So another good performance for the two-way. Here's Ben Seitz on the mound, and Andrew Tinsley, first pitch from the new arm, rolls over to the shortstop Jeremiah, and that is the first out here in the top of the fourth. So Tinsley, 6-3 put out to kick off the top of the fourth.
Barber.
So Ben Seitz, the new arm, sophomore at Laney, gets ahead 0-1 on Jake Barber. Seitz, who's from Benicia, California. So he's comfortable in this ballpark. So there's a few Laney Eagles on this roster, which makes a lot of sense, being that their manager is the pitching coach for the Laney Eagles, and Dustin Cheney. 0-2 on Barber. The 1-2. And it is up the middle. Second baseman Ornelas fields it cleanly onto Rogers. And it's a couple of ground outs here in the top of the third. 2 gone.
Now batting at DH.
Excuse me, the top of the fourth.
Ethan Roan.
Here's the designated hitter, Ethan Roan. Roan struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Roan, who just finished his sophomore year at Murray State and headed to Central University. The 0-1 from Seitz, and it's a slow breaking ball catches the inside corner, and 0-2. Roan fights that one back. Roan from Choctaw High School, Choctaw, Oklahoma. Hit .311 in his senior year with 9 doubles and 23 RBIs as he swings over the top of the breaking ball. Seitz picks up the punch out to end the top of the fourth. The Seagulls go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 8-1 Merchants. Bottom of the fourth, 8-1 Merchants, and the Seagulls in trouble here as the Sonoma Stompers are about to wrap up a victory against the Walnut Creek Crawdads, currently up 7-1 in the 9th inning at Monte Vista. And right now that means they would be up 2 games on the Seagulls, and with a loss from the Seagulls, they would be up 2.5 games. With just 3 games left in the season for the Seagulls, they would have to win out. Juarez gets ahead 0-1 on Borelli, the leadoff hitter, who just exited the game as the pitcher, but still hitting 4th as the DH. This has been the plan for Coach Dustin Shaney, as he's got a lot of two-way guys on this roster. Chopper to Brewer at third. Throw to first is in time. Borelli's out for the first here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20, Blake Jacobs.
So 5-3 put out, and here's Blake Jacobs. He's 2 for 2 today and came around to score back in the first. First pitch fouled straight back from Jacobs. Well, the Merchants, who come in today at 11-18 overall, that is their record in league play. They've lost 9 3-run or less games, so 9 games by 3 runs or less this season, as this is a little bleeder into left and a soft hit single for Blake Jacobs. His 3rd hit of the evening. He's 3 for 3 today. All singles. Jacob Ornelas 0 for 2 today. He digs into the box. He's punched out twice. Ground ball, and this is through. The 5-6 hole past the glove of Lordier at short, and it's back-to-back singles
Now batting to shortstop,
for the Merchants.
number 3, Jace Jeremiah.
So that brings up Jake Jeremiah to the plate for the Merchants.
11th hit of the ballgame for the Merchants here in the bottom of the fourth, as they just really like to see the Seagulls this season. 3-1 against them, and up by 7 runs here in the fourth. Jeremiah buckled right there. That curveball just missed, though.
Nationals shut out, or the Padres shut out the Nationals 6-0. He's doing a no-hitter.
1-0 on Jeremiah.
And then the Giants early today lose another one.
Tries to go back to that breaking ball, and this one is called a strike. Not quite sure. This is, yeah. 1-1. Maybe a makeup call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Fastball popped up and out of play. It's a foul ball.
Losing 2 out of 3 to the Rockies in Denver, one of the worst teams, probably perhaps the worst team in the National League. They went 2-5 on that road trip. Giants are
1 ball, 2 strikes
49-55.
on Jace Jeremiah, who's 1 for 2 today. A single, a strikeout. Came around to score in the first. Long pause from Juarez. Breaking ball. Doesn't get the call that time. 2-2.
Mets on a roll. 3-2 win over the Atlanta Braves. They just coming off completing a 3-game series sweep over the New York Yankees at the big stadium in the Bronx.
2-2 from Juarez. Breaking ball. That one
Too high.
stays up. 3-2.
Chicago, the Texas Rangers hand Chicago White Sox their 11th consecutive loss, losing 2-1 down at Globe Park for the world champion Rangers. The Chicago White Sox are now 51 games below 500.
Try the 3-2 again. Juarez, long pause on the mound. Fastball misses inside. Ball 4.
Coming up to bat is the catcher, number 28, Carter Stoltz.
So good at bat there from Jeremiah. Couple of hits and a walk. Now the bases are loaded after a quick ground out that Juarez got Borelli to roll over. And here's Carter Stoltz, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 today with the walk. Foul tips that one into the glove of Forsythe, 0-1. And it's a final from Monte Vista. Actually, the Crawdads put up 4 runs in the 9th, but they fall short 7-5. So the Stompers pick up the victory in a much closer margin than it seemed. Again, the Crawdads were trailing 7-1 going into the bottom of the 9th. They put up a 4 spot, so a valiant effort, as it's like Kosciuszko might have homered, and he did. So the CCL leader in home runs adds to his total in what is kind of just garbage time at this rate for the Crawdads. Broken bat. Brewer can't make a play on that one either. 2 runs come in. It's a broken bat 2-run single. And Brewer, who has been such sure hands at third base, that is now 3 times today that ball just kind of is scooted either away from his glove or off his glove.
Instead, he gets absolutely nothing. 2 more runs come in, and an error is charged to the third baseman. It's now a 10-1 ball game for the Merchants.
So it doesn't seem like that ball ever hit Brewer's glove, so that's technically a single for Carter Stoltz. And here's Shane Aldridge, the center fielder, batting last. Grounder to short. Lordier could be a double play. Throw to first. Aldridge has good speed as he beats out the back end of the double play. So it'll be a fielder's choice. Stoltz out at second. And Aldridge reaches on the 6'4" fielder's choice.
Jeremiah was retired at second base. That's a 4-6.
So Jeremiah moves up to third, Aldridge at first, and here's Frank Zapata, the leadoff hitter.
So, who's at third? Third base is Jeremiah. Jeremiah's at third base.
Zapata, this is his 4th plate appearance.
Schultz at first.
He's 1 for 2 today, a single, a walk, and a pop out. Came around to score back in the first. 2 runs across here in the inning. It's 10-1 Merchants. 0-2 on Zapata, breaking ball, and he doesn't get the call. 1-2.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Give you a quick look at the update around the Major League Baseball standings at the trading deadline coming in. Will be coming up next on Tuesday. Next Wednesday.
2 outs. Aldridge, pretty big lead over there at first. Looks like he could be on the move. He's not. That one runs inside, almost hits Zapata. Instead, he gets out of the way. 2-2. Say these Merchants, their cream jerseys that they're wearing today, definitely looking like the Seattle Mariners white cream jerseys that they wear in some of their home games. Pretty good look for the Merchants. Don't know if I've seen them break these out yet, but potentially could start using these in future seasons. Count is full. 2 gone. Runners on the corners. And that one's in the dirt, ball 4.
Coming up to bats, the right fielder, number 33, Casey Levitt McGee.
So Zapata walks. Aldridge moves up to second. Jeremiah Slett third. And it's bases loaded, 2 outs for Casey Levitt McGee. McGee, who's walked, singled, and reached on an error today. This a dribbler down the line, and it'll be foul. Nice sliding stop from Brewer, but it'll be foul. So it looks like Juarez sort of got that one inside, and McGee jammed. Just kind of trying to fight that one off the fists, and the spin rolled foul. The 0-1's a slider, popped up, and Barber will make the catch for the 3rd out. 2 runs come across as Blake Jacobs and Jacob Ornelas come in to score off of a Carter Stoltz single, broken bat single that got under the glove of Brewer. It's 10-1 Merchants. We go to the top of the 5th here at Laney College. Top of the fifth, 10-1 Merchants. And Ben Seitz, the relief pitcher, came in the fourth. Still on the mound after Borelli went 3 innings. Good fastball in there. Strike 2 on Nav Sundar, who struck out looking in his first at-bat. Big breaking ball, misses 1 and 2.
The beautiful picturesque scene shot of Lake Merritt in the city of Oakland.
1-2 fouled off of the mask of the catcher Stoltz. Sundar, this is 24th game of the season. He's got a double, 7 RBIs. Breaking ball, this is up the middle and out of the reach of Jeremiah. It's a leadoff single for the Seagulls.
Coming up to bat, the catcher, number 30, Liam Forsyth, half off bat of the game.
Here's Liam Forsyth as the Seagulls pick up their 3rd hit in this one. Seagulls down by 9 runs and really can't afford to lose. Like I said, if they lose today, they are going to have to win every single game tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday if they want a chance to make the playoffs, and that's assuming that Sonoma loses their next game. 1-1 on Forsyth. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat back in the second.
Here comes the pitch.
1-1. It's a blooper. It's going to get down in right center field. Sundar will round second, but he's going to stay there. So Sundar moves up 90 feet off of the Liam Forsyth single. It's back-to-back singles. And here's Jake Brewer, the 9-hitter, as the Seagulls try to get some offense going here, and they're going to need a lot of it. Brewer went 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. Picked up a single earlier this week on Tuesday against the Stompers. A bunt single to lead off the 7th inning. Oh, 0-1 on him. Seitz working out of the stretch. Fastball. And that one off of the... Looks like that one off of the glove of Stoltz, and he's going to take a little breather, like he's immediately in some pain.
No balls and 2 strikes.
He's going to shoo off Coach Dustin Shaney, who's looking to come out and check in on his catcher.
The baseball standings. Take a look at the standings for both. Now they've broken up that conversation. We take a look at both of the standings.
0-2 on Brewer.
American League East, the Baltimore Orioles continue their winning ways. They right now are tied with the
Runners on first and second.
best record in
Fastball, Brewer. A little late, but able to foul that one off. You'll see another.
tied for the best record in the American League. For that top spot for home.
Brewer, who has been a steady name in the lineup this week since returning from the break, and has been playing third base. Here's a ground ball to short. They're going to go the force out at third, and they'll get it as it's a 6-5 put out. Nice heads-up play from Jeremiah.
And now batting,
Just
right
taking
fielder,
the out
number
in front of
7,
him.
Logan Hart.
And Nav Sundar will be out at third.
And then Forsythe will advance to second. And
So Brewer reaches on the fielder's choice. And the lineup will flip over. Here's Logan Hart.
so it's one man gone there.
Hart 0 for 2 today, a pop-up and a strikeout. Nice changeup there. Looked like a changeup at least from Seitz. Hart swings over the top of it. 2-hit day yesterday for Logan Hart, and he reached 3 times. He walked, singled, and doubled. Came around to score twice in that 4-2 victory yesterday over the Walnut Creek Crawdads, the first place Walnut Creek Crawdads. And the Seagulls, who have been really rolling lately, got punched in the mouth here in the first, coming off of a 3-game win streak since the All-Star break. This one popped up. Could be playable for Jacobs, and he won't be able to make it. Made that one a close play. Instead it drops, and now 1-2.
Came up with the grab. Boy, I love those
And the
gems. They're very fun.
Merchants, who just have played the Seagulls so well this season, they've had their number.
Now is at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
For a while, the Merchants were in last place in the division. Now, Menlo Park Legends have been struggling, and now they're in last place. The Merchants in 5th, the Seagulls in 4th in the CCL North.
So it remains at 1 and 2.
Still 1-2 on Hart. One gone, runners on first and second.
Count. Flips the set.
Seitz pauses. This one is popped up, and Hart frustrated. But Jeremiah makes a tricky play into short left field, calling off Zapata, the left fielder, who was hustling in to make a play on that one.
Yes, 2 men gone here.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Isaiah Landry.
So now 2 gone.
But he is 1 for 1. He has doubled. He has scored a run. He has walked. He has
I think Logan Hart expressing some frustration right there sort of sums up this game so far. It's just been
run scored, and he has
ugly for the Seagulls. 8 runs surrendered in the first and 2 in the fourth. And a lot of outs have been out there for the Seagulls to get defensively. But just kind of a slow start from the get-go. Stanley, who was missing on some of his pitches today, but not by much, was kind of dancing around the strike zone today. Exited with 3 walks on his outing, but wasn't super wild today, Stanley, but
evens the count at 1 and 1.
1-1 on Isaiah Landry. He doubled and came around to score in his last at-bat. Good eye right there on the breaking ball. 2-1. Landry walked in his first at-bat and then stole second. Was stranded there. The Seagulls had runners on first and second in the top of the first, but a pop out and a ground out ended that half inning.
Here comes the pitch.
Another breaking ball. Landry trying to stay back. It's a ground to third. Jacobs, nice running throw, and Landry's out at first. So the Seagulls, who had runners on first and second with no outs, unable to push any across, we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 10-1 Merchants. Bottom of the 5th, and the Seagulls go to the bullpen. It's going to be the left-hander, Jackson Moore, out of San Bruno. He went to Cappuccino High School and heading into his 4th year at Northwestern University in St. Paul. In his senior year at Cappuccino, he did not surrender an earned run in 6 appearances and threw 17 1/3 innings with 18 punch-outs. The 0-1 to the 3-hitter Jack Rogers. It's a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1. And this one over the head of Barber into the gap. Hart will field it and quickly fire it in. And Rogers will hold up at first with a leadoff single.
Number 22, Rocco Borelli.
So Rogers singles, and here's Rocco Borelli, the cleanup hitter. This is Jackson Moore's 9th appearance of the summer for the Seagulls. 9 innings, 10 hits, 9 runs, 12 walks, 7 punch-outs. Slide step home, and it misses outside. 1-0. Borelli 1 for 2 today with the walk and a single. That one misses outside. Snap throw to first. And Rogers in standing.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes. This is set.
The 2-0. And in the dirt, Forsythe blocks it. He's got to play at second. Rogers and Lordier couldn't handle the throw. And that one pops out of his glove. It's going to be a wild pitch because Rogers didn't break on the pitch. He broke when he saw it in the dirt. It's 3-0. So 3-0 for Moore, and that one is that one is called a strike. And Borelli's going to take a long breather. And Moore will be thankful and throw the 3-1. Popped up. Sundar in foul ground, running, and won't be able to make the catch. And now 3-2. Count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2, no outs, and a runner on second. Jacobs, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. This is a fly ball to right field. Logan Hart will make the catch. Rogers is going to tag Hart. Long throw. It's offline, and Rogers will tag up and reach third.
Now batting the third baseman, number 20, Blake Jacobs.
If this was a full afternoon game, a good chance that ball may have been out of here.
Here's Blake Jacobs, who's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. A couple of runs today for him as well. He's actually the only Merchant to score twice today. And get this, every single Merchant has scored today, 1 through 9. Everyone has come around to score, and Jacobs has come around to score twice. So, do the math. That's 10 runs right there.
It's a ball 1-0.
1-0 on Jacobs. Runner 90 feet away at third, and one gone. That one misses. 2-0.
Ball that's now 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Yeah, it's upstairs for a ball that's now
2-0 misses high. 3-0. So back-to-back 3-0 counts, and Moore got the call in the outside corner, which prolonged that at-bat against Borelli before getting the fly out. Here's a 3-0, and that one misses. Ball 4.
Coming up to bat is the second baseman, number 11, Jacob Ornelas.
1-out walk for Jacobs, and here's Jacob Ornelas. He singled and came around to score in his last at-bat. A couple of punch-outs today as well, so he's 1 for 3. Big breaking ball in there, strike 1.
That'll be 0-1 to count. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Oh, another same pitch. This time it broke inside the corner. Strike 2. It's now 0-2.
The 0-2 for Moore, and that breaking ball stayed up. 1-2.
Jackson Moore, the lefty, is in. Lincoln Suarez, 3 innings pitched, 2 runs, both earned on 6 hits. Walked 3 with 3 strikeouts, with a quarter dozen strikeouts. Here's the pitch.
1-2 low. 2-2.
Evens the count now at 2-2. On deck is number 3 for
2 balls, 2 strikes on Ornelas. Breaking ball, fouled back.
Jeremiah's on deck. That one goes foul. Even count at 2-2. Here's a 2-2. That's low.
2-2 misses 3-2.
It's now full count, 3-2.
So it was an 0-2 count. Now 3-2 as Ornelas has worked back. And the count is full.
Full count, 3-2. The pitch.
3-2 foul tipped and caught by Forsythe. And it's a punch out for Jackson Moore.
Now coming into bat, the shortstop, number 3, Jace Jeremiah.
Bring up Chase Jeremiah real quick.
So the 3-2, Moore went to the high fastball. Ornelas foul tips it into the glove of Forsythe, and it's the 8th punch out of the season for Jackson Moore. And here's Jace Jeremiah, the shortstop for the Merchants. Takes a look at a curveball in there, strike 1. Jeremiah 1 for 2 today, single and a walk. Another breaking ball, and Jeremiah a little late on it. And now it's back-to-back 0-2 counts. So it was back-to-back 3-0 counts, and then the next 2 batters, he's gotten ahead 0-2. Fastball misses up.
And it's now 1-2.
The 1-2. Breaking ball, and Jeremiah takes 2-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is kind of what Moore did in Ornelas' at-bat. Went up 0-2 and sort of playing around the dish. The curveball misses. 3-2.
Full count, 3-2. Set, here comes the pitch.
This is driven out to right field, and it's going to be out of reach for Logan Hart. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. Jeremiah is going to hold up at second on a strong throw from Hart. And it's 2 runs on the double from Jace Jeremiah, now 12-1
And
Merchants.
the bat, the catcher, number 28, Carter
That's a 2-run
Stokes.
double by Chase Jeremiah. And it's now a 12-1 ball game.
So back-to-back 0-2 counts right there, and Moore just couldn't quite put away Jeremiah. And hits one down the right field line for a double. Breaking ball is high to Carter Stoltz, the catcher, 1-0. Stoltz 1 for 2 today with the walk. Fastball catches the corner, 1-1.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch.
Breaking ball, and he's hitting that outside corner, 1-2. See if Moore can put him away here. The 1-2, and he misses. 2-2.
2 ball, 2 strikes count.
So 30 pitches this inning for Jackson Moore. Some long at-bats. So he rings up Carter Stoltz right there with the curveball as Stoltz flips his bat. And Moore gets out of it. 2 punch-outs this inning for Jackson Moore, but also 2 runs come across for the Merchants. It's 12-1 Alameda. Top of the 6th here at Laney College, 12-1 Alameda. And if you're just joining, 8 runs in the first, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. 12 runs on 14 hits. The Seagulls just 1 run this evening on 4 hits. As it's been Rocco Borelli and Ben Seitz on the mound, getting it done through 5 frames.
My throat was getting stale, so I have to. It was just like could not.
0-2 on Laurier. Fastball just misses. Good take from Ryan, 1-2.
Oh, okay. So it's 0-2
Laurier singled and hit by a pitch today, so he's reached twice. And the 1-2 misses inside, 2-2.
Pitches outside. Evens the count at 2-2. The scheduled hitters for San Francisco for the Seagulls.
2-2 from Seitz, and it is a dribbler down the first base line, but foul.
Thompson and Balboa. Scheduled hitters for San Francisco. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to kill.
2-2. Breaking ball. Laurier, chopper to third. Jacobs on a hop to first in time. One is gone.
Coming into bat, the center fielder, number 10, Andrew
So
Tinsley.
Jacobs, who made the last out back in the 5th, makes the first out here in the 6th. And here's Andrew Tinsley, 0 for 2 today. Pop out and a ground out so far. First pitch fouled back. He led things off against Seitz back in the 4th. So this is second at bat against the Merchants right-hander. It's looked good so far. The sophomore at Laney.
So we got a comment on watching this telecast. It's Dan Harrington. He gets the support. Nice work, Alameda. That's baseball. Seagulls beat the Stompers, beat the Merchants.
2-1. That one misses outside. 3-1.
The great Dan Harrington, the longtime baseball lifer. He's former head coach of the now defunct disbanded Woodrow Wilson Warriors.
The 3-1 misses ball 4. So Tinsley, a 1-out walk here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Jake Barber.
Here's Jake Barber, Seagulls second baseman. He's grounded out twice today, 1 to first and 1 to second. One gone, runner on first. Fastball, and it's called a strike. 0-1. Barber just kind of takes a smile and looks back at the home plate umpire.
Great night here. Tony C. runs the general manager running the baseball operations of full first class.
The 0-1 misses up and out, 1-1.
Looking at the Major League Baseball standings, Orioles not the Tribe, but the Guardians are tied for best record in the American League. The Orioles have a 2-game lead over the Yankees, 6.5 up on the Red Sox, 9.5 up on the
Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1. So Seitz through 55 1/3 innings in 11 starts. The 7.48 ERA. As this one is popped up. Jacobs will give it a run, but it'll go out of play. Collected 48 punch-outs, 1.88 ERA. But Seitz also another two-way guy. And offensively hit 306, 22 walks, 18 RBIs. He also had 9 stolen bases. So Seitz sort of just an athlete and listed as a utility player for Laney. 2-2 on Barber.
Looking at the state of the Chicago White Sox, a team that, 3 or 4 years ago went to the postseason. Now
2-2, one gone. Tinsley at first. Breaking ball, and this is a ground ball that's going to get through the diving Rogers and the diving second baseman Ornelas. Strong throw from Leavitt McGee, but it's a single for Jake Barber, his first hit of the evening. Tinsley moves up to second and Just seems like deja vu. The Seagulls have had runners on first and second now many times, but we'll see if they can capitalize this time with one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's Ethan Roan, 0 for 2 today, 2 punch-outs. First pitch is a fastball low, 1-0. Stoltz is going to call time and go talk to his right-hander. One to 0 on Roan. So we are now 2 hours into this ball game here in the top of the sixth, and it's been all Merchants. Two-0 in there, 2-1. Fortunately for Ethan Roan, there's no 11-run home run in baseball. But if you're the Seagulls, offensively, you kind of just got to pass it to the next guy, get a rally going here. Easier said than done, as the Merchants have had really strong pitching this evening. Two and two. Sight sets and fires and misses, and this one's going to get past Stoltz and to the backstop. So Tinsley and Barber move up. That erases the double play opportunity and the force out, and the count runs full on Ethan Roan. So we'll see what Stoltz does here. Does have an open base now, but I'm sure he's looking for a punch out here. Nav Sundar, the man on deck for the Seagulls. The 3-2 to Roan. Fastball, and he drills into left field. Tinsley will come in to score. Roan moves up to third and will stay there. It's an RBI single for Ethan Roan.
Now batting the first baseman, number 27, Nav Sundar.
So exactly what the Seagulls need. Just chipping away and passing it on to the next guy. Here's Nav Sundar. He singled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 today. It's part of that fielder's choice at third base when Jeremiah threw to Jacobs for the force out at third when the Seagulls had runners on first and second. Fastball popped up. First baseman Rogers, and it will hit off of the pole here. Foul ball. On 1 on Sundar. Roan at first, Barber at third. 1 run across here in the top of the sixth. Roan's on the move. The snap throw to second, not in time. Roan had an amazing jump, and he's in with a stolen base. It was called a strike. It was a breaking ball that Seitz landed. The 0-2. Fastball and a tough take there, but it pays off. Sundar. That one misses low, 1-2. So Ethan Roan picked up his first stolen base of the summer. Slider, foul tip, caught by Stoltz, and Sundar fishing outside. And Seitz picks up the punch out, his second of the evening. So now 2 gone, runners on second and third, and Here's Liam Forsythe. He's singled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 today. If the Seagulls really want any chance in this one, they're going to have to hit with runners in scoring position. It's a big spot. Second and third, breaking ball, and he catches the inside corner, 0-1.
Pirates are 2 games over 500. And the Reds and the Cubs have been a disappointment. Then in the West, the Dodgers are 7.5 up on the Padres, 8.5 up on the over the Nationals.
Fastball, it's a grounder to second. Ornelas on to first in time for the third out. 1 run comes across on a Ethan Roan RBI single, but 2 runs stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 12-2 Merchants. So some movement defensively for the Seagulls here in the bottom of the 6th. Jordan Maskey will do the catching duties for the foreseeable future. Liam Forsythe, the catcher, moves out to right field, and Logan Hart, the right fielder, moves over to left. So Isaiah Landry out of the game, and Jordan Maskey will hit in the 2 spot for Landry. Chopper to first, and Shane Aldridge, the 9-hitter, is retired with 1 pitch.
Batting the left fielder, number 14, Frank Zapata.
1 gone, and back to the top of the order. It's Frank Zapata, his 5th plate appearance of the game. 2 walks, a single, and a pop-out. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Jackson Moore still in the ball game. Gave up a couple of hits, a walk, a couple of runs, and also secured 2 punch-outs in the 5th.
The pitch is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1.
2-1 on Zapata. That one in the dirt, 3-1.
Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike.
3-1 from Moore, misses outside, ball 4. That's 3 straight walks from Zapata. So he reaches again for the 4th time today. And here's Casey Levitt McGee.
Batting the right fielder, number 33, Casey Levitt McGee.
He's 1 for 3 today with a walk, a single, and reached on an error.
Defensive lineman is out. And then it's
Fastball in there, strike one.
so Landry is out of there, and it's Forsythe move, or Hart will move into left field, and then
Moore fires and catches the corner right at the knees. 0-2 on Levitt McGee. See if Jackson Moore can finish him off early in the count. He's gotten ahead 0-2 consistently, but has just then sort of played around with some balls. That one will get by the catcher Maskey, and that gets rid of the force out at second base. So that'll go down as a wild pitch. Zapata moves up to second. So that's exactly sort of what I mean right there. Up 0-2. Obviously trying to get the strikeout with the curveball in the dirt. Here's the 1-2. Fastball, and that one missed somewhere. 2-2. This has been a tough zone this evening. It's been going both ways. 2-2 breaking ball back up the middle, and Zapata is being waved from third. Tinsley's got a good arm. The throw home is not in time. Zapata's speed just too much, and it's an RBI single, and McGee moves up to second on the fielder's choice.
And that's an RBI single as Zap, or I should say,
Now batting the first baseman, number 34, Jack Rogers.
all the way to second on that throw.
So single and a fielder's choice for Levitt McGee, and unfortunate Jackson Moore didn't get that strike call. Instead, count went to 2-2, and then he sort of hung that breaking ball, and McGee didn't miss it. Here's Jack Rogers. He's singled 3 times today. Fouls that one back. 0-1. Rogers 3 for 4 today. He's come around to score twice. 13 runs for the Alameda Merchants. And if you're a fan of pitching and defense, this one not the one for you, especially if you're a Seagulls fan. The Merchants just been capitalizing on some of the mistakes the Seagulls have made today. One and one on Rogers. And that one misses. 2-1. Has entered in the game. He will catch. 2-1. Breaking ball, and it's a grounder. Lordier, backhand, strong throw to first. What a throw. And the second out, Ryan Lordier. Nice backhanded play in the hole. And off his back foot, fired a strike to Nav Sundar for the second out. Levitt McGee moves up to third after Lordier makes a strong throw there. 2 gone for Rocco Borelli. One and 0. Line drive. Lordier makes the catch. Couple of great plays from Ryan Lordier. And the Seagulls get out of the jam. 1 run comes across off of an RBI single from Levitt McGee. It's 13-2 Merchants as we go to the 7th. Top of the 7th. Cameron Anderson here as Jake Brewer, first pitch he sees, hits into center field. It's a leadoff single for Jake Brewer. Xavier LaCours comes into the ball game for Jacob Ornelas to take over at second base and bat in the 6th hole. Xavier LaCours from Milpitas, went to Milpitas High School and a sophomore at College of San Mateo. Brewer singles, and it's the second time he's been on. Reached on a fielder's choice earlier. And here's Logan Hart. Hart 0 for 3 today. Reached safely 3 times yesterday. A couple of hits and a walk. Came around to score twice. Breaking ball stays up 1-0. So Brewer at first. Move, and he's in safely. The 1-0. Way outside, off the glove of the catcher Stoltz. Brewer digging for second and no throw. And that fastball from Seitz was way up and out. Stoltz couldn't even handle that one. He's mostly been good today. Now 2-0 on Hart. Brewer moves up. Fastball fouled straight back. Logan Hart just missed it. 2-1. That one in the dirt. Nice block. But the count moves to 3-1.
Saturday, 4 o'clock first pitch. The second game will be immediately after the first game.
3-1 to Hart. Swing and a miss at a fastball right down the middle, and the count is now 3-2.
So I believe there will be a concert between the Twin Bills.
Fastball fouled back.
Twin Bills late afternoon nights like they used to. If it was a full day game, a twilight doubleheader, day game, I can handle that. But I just can't do I can't do day-night doubleheaders.
Three and two. Brewer at second, nobody out. Curveball, and Hart able to stay back just in time to foul that one off as well.
Looking at the wild card standings in both the American and National League, the top 2 division winners will get a first-round bye to the division series.
Try the 3-2 again. Seitz fires, and Hart fouls it back, and he'll see another. 8 pitch at bat, and pitch number 9 coming right here. Seitz, who took over in the 4th, 3 strong innings, and gets a swing and a miss right there. Nice breaking ball. Hart swings over the top of it for the first out.
Now batting number 38, the catcher, Jordan Mask.
Here's Jordan Maskey, the catcher, with 1 gone. Runner on second. Maskey from Millbrae, California, as the breaking ball misses out. 1-0. Went to Mills High School and Fresno Community College. 3-year varsity player at Mills High School. Hit .348 in his senior year. but he redshirted at Fresno Community College this spring.
South City from Millbrook, right here next to South City. He takes the drive via Highway 101. One ball, one strike count.
1-1 on Maskey. Breaking ball, check swing, and he did not go around. 2-1.
Last 4 weeks, a busy time in the sports world as we get close to the Major League Baseball trading deadline. As we're looking towards the wild card, the Yankees right now own the top
Maskey,
spot.
this is 6th at bat of the summer for the Seagulls. It's a chopper to third. Jacobs, strong throw off the line, but a nice tag from Jack Rogers, able to get Maskey.
Coming up to bat, the shortstop, number 17, Ryan.
So nice play from Jack Rogers, saving a throwing error and applying the tag. Jordan Maskey's out. Now 2 gone here in the top of the 7th.
As the third baseman, Jacobs throws it and forces Rogers off the bag.
Here's Ryan Lordier.
We're able to make a swipe tag.
This one into right center field, and it's going to get down and into the gaps. Center fielder Aldridge having some trouble. It's going to be a double for Ryan Lordier, scoring Jake Brewer his 2nd hit of the game, and that is 3 straight games with a double for Ryan Lordier. So Ryan Lordier stays hot. Another 2-hit game for him, and another game with a double. As
number 3, Joshua Algerin.
and here's Josh Algren. He's going to pinch hit for Andrew Tinsley and take over in center field, presumably. Here's Josh Algren, 1-0, and Algren, who was born in Japan, played in 7 different countries before coming to the United States to play in high school when he was 14, where he went to King's Academy High School. This is his 3rd year with the Seagulls. Has been a part of both championship rosters in 2022 and 2023, winning the GSCBL championships. The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. And Algren, who is used to playing a lot of baseball, hasn't been playing a lot of baseball lately. He didn't play in the spring due to transfer rules. And so this is the first time he's been seeing live ABs. A little slower start to the summer, but a guy who has all the tools and has had a lot of success everywhere he's been. Was first team all-conference as a freshman at Ohlone. And has hit 300 with the Seagulls. Here's the 2-2. Misses outside. 3-2. And Josh currently in the transfer portal looking for a home this upcoming spring. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on second. This one fouled back. So count is still full. Algren working a good at-bat here. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Ben Seitz, who's been working deep into this one for the Merchants, trying to finish off his 4th inning. But he'll have to face another batter as he misses ball 4 to Josh Algren. And now runners on first and second for Jake Barber.
Number 4, Jake Barber.
Two gone, runners on first and second for Barber, and he singled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 today. Lights are on here at Laney Field as it's starting to get dark. This one driven out to left center field. Aldridge, the center fielder, will make a running catch for the 3rd out. So Barber gave it a drive into the gap, but not quite far enough. No runs come across here. No, one run comes across. Brewer scores on a Ryan Lordier double. It's 13-3 as the Merchants up by 10 going to the bottom of the 7th. Make sure to join us tomorrow night in the last home game of the season for the San Francisco Seagulls, and they'll be playing the Alameda Merchants once again. Game 2 of 3 straight games, as these two teams will be very familiar with each other by the end of the weekend, playing today, Friday, and Saturday. But again, tomorrow, game at 6:05 at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno, the final home game of the regular season for the Seagulls. So make sure to show out, and if you can't show out, make sure to tune into the live stream. Bottom of the 7th, and Blake Jacobs leading things off. He is 3 for 3 today with a walk. So he's reached in all 4 plate appearances, and he's come around to score 3 times. So have a day. He's also been amazing at third base defensively, making plays all over the diamond. Count is 2-0 on Jacobs. And the fastball misses up, 3-0. 3-0 on the Merchants' third baseman. And he catches the outside corner, 3-1. Three one from Moore, and it misses. Ball 4.
Coming into bat at second base, number 4, Xavier LaCours.
So we've got the X-Man up. We have a pitcher.
He was already at second base.
Third walk this evening for Moore. And here's Xavier LaCours, who's the defensive replacement at second base for Jacob Ornelas. One and one on LaCours. And that one misses out. 2-1. So really the biggest thing right now in a 13-3 games, throwing strikes and trying to let your defense make a play here. It's a 2-1 for Moore. Fastball, and he catches the outside corner. 2-2.
He's out. They say he's out for at least the rest of at least for 8 weeks out for the remainder of the rest of the regular season.
2-2, and that one behind LaCours, and the runner at first not even going to run to second. It's 3-2. LaCours this spring at CSM hit 294 in 17 at-bats. Hit over 400 with 10 doubles and a triple in his senior year at high school, as he hits a high fly ball into left center field. Josh Algren, the new center fielder, will make the catch for the first out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Jace Jeremiah.
First area loss. Ronald Premier for the rest of the year with that torn ACL injury.
One gone, runner on first, and in steps the shortstop, Jace Jeremiah. Merchants have yet to really unleash the bench, as the starters have, for the most part, stayed in the game. Just Xavier LaCours, who just flew out, the only substitution. And Ben Seitz, the only other pitcher to come into the ballgame so far. Again, the Merchants also coming off of a game on Tuesday and Wednesday, so this is their third game in 3 days.
Already on the 60-day injured list or disabled list.
3-0 on Jeremiah. He's got a single, a double, and a walk today. (3-0) in there, 3-1.
Done for the season with 2 ACL. Padres
3-1.
straight wins.
Catches the outside corner, 3-2, and Jackson Moore is starting to establish that outside zone, getting a few inches off the plate there.
They're a half game ahead for that last playoff spot ahead of the Cardinals. Diamondbacks, the defending national champs, are 1 game out. The Giants are 2.5 out. The Reds are 4.5
Another full count.
5.5 out. And the Giants are 5.5.
And this is hit into right field.
Right field.
Liam Forsythe backpedaling, but he makes the catch for the second out. And unleashes a dart into the cutoff man, as the catcher would. So Liam Forsythe fields that one in right. Moved from catcher to right field with Jordan Maskey coming in to catch. And here's the opposing catcher, Carter Stoltz. Jacobs still at first. This one fouled straight back.
Foul back, strike one.
Stoltz 1 for 3 today with a walk and a run. Fouled back again, 0-2.
Trade deadline coming up next Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
2 strikes on Stoltz, and the breaking ball misses, 1-2.
Count remains at 1 and 2 strikes.
1-2 from Moore, and it's popped up. Should be playable for Barber, and Barber, second baseman, will make the catch for the third out. So a leadoff walk, but then a couple of flyouts and a pop out from Jackson Moore. No runs come across here in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. It's a 10-run game, and if the Seagulls want to come back in this one, they're starting to run out of time, down to their final 6 outs. Merchants go to the bullpen here in the top of the 8th. It's going to be the left-hander, Tobin Cantrell from Piedmont. Went to Piedmont High School as he faces Ethan Roan, who swings at the first pitch fastball and out in front, grounds it foul, 0-1. Cantrell, who just finished up his freshman year at Chabot, made 4 appearances in 2022, throwing 4 1/3 innings, striking out 2 and not allowing a run. This is hammered by Ethan Roan into left center field, and this one is off the wall. It's going to be a double for the Seagulls designated hitter. So Roan jumps on the fastball, hits it right below the 375 marker in left center field off the base of the wall, and it's a double. So leadoff double for Roan, and here's Nav Sundar. That one in the dirt, and nice pick from Zapata, who moves from left field to catcher. Jordan Bolden, the new right fielder. That one off the glove of Zapata. This is Cantrell's 11th appearance of the summer. Comes in with 16 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 7 earned runs, 8 walks, 26 punch-outs. So very, very high strikeout rate. 26 strikeouts in 16 1/3 innings. Pretty electric stuff. Here's a ground ball, and this is going to get through the diving Jeremiah at short. Runners on the corners and nobody out.
batting the right fielder, number 30, Liam Forsyth.
So a double followed by a single, and now Liam Forsyth, who moved over to right field, has a spot with runners on the corners and nobody out. He singled back in the fifth. He's 1 for 3 today, and the interesting thing this season about Liam Forsyth is he just has 1 RBI this summer. In as many games he's played, for some reason, he has not really been able to drive in runs. He's had an opportunity today. So he had runners on second and third with 2 outs, then grounded out to second. See if he can get the job done here with runners in scoring position, or a runner in scoring position. 1-1 on Forsyth. Again, Forsyth had 7 home runs in conference play this spring at Chabot and hit over 300 with over 700 slugging percentage. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Two and one. Sundar at first, Roan at third. Seagulls now 10 hits in this ball game, but just 3 runs to show for it, and have not really capitalized with runners in scoring position this evening. Count is 2-2. See if that changes. 1 run in the third, 1 in the sixth, and 1 in the seventh so far for the Seagulls. 2-2. Misses. 3-2. Getting late here in Oakland. You're in the top of the 8th. Lights are out, and a well-lit stadium here at Laney. Breaking ball, swing, and a miss. It's a good one. Cantrell picks up his 27th punch-out of the summer.
Third baseman, number 29, Jake Brewer.
So the Seagulls' woes with runners in scoring position continue. 1 gone now. Top of the 8th. Here's Jake Brewer. He singled in his last at-bat and came around to score after the Lordier double. That one in the dirt, and Sundar will move up to second. And it's a wild pitch from Cantrell. So ball on the pitch, 1-0. Logan Hart on deck, the top of the order. Fastball, swing and a miss. Got a lot of life on that fastball. One one. Gets the inside corner, 1-2. One gone, runners on second and third. 1-2 from Cantrell, and just misses low. 2-2. Good take there from Brewer. The 2-2. Breaking ball. And he missed outside. So another gutsy take from Brewer. And Cantrell, who didn't get the call, didn't even flinch out there on the mound. He's pretty locked in right here. See the 3-2. And that one misses, and it's going to get by Zapata and to the backstop. Roan will come in to score. Brewer draws the walk. Sundar moves up to third on a ball four and a wild pitch.
Now batting from the left field, number 7, Logan Hart.
So it's now 13-4. Seagulls trying to climb back here. Have 5 outs left. Down by 9. New catcher Zapata will call time and hand the ball to Cantrell. And just talk to him. Zapata, who's been the catcher for the Eagles the last 2 years. One gone, runners on the corners. And the fastball catches the outside corner, 1-1. So the strike zone has been inconsistent to say the least, but again, it's been consistently inconsistent going both ways. 2-1 on Hart. 2-1 from Cantrell. Hart just a bit late. Fouls this one down the left field line. Count goes 2-2. About 10 minutes under the 3-hour mark here for the game time at Laney College. The 2-2 fouled straight back. Try it again. Sundar at third, Brewer at first. Hart in a good spot here. The 2-2, and this one is hit out to left. And not a great read at first by the left fielder, but it will be deep enough for Sundar to tag and come in to score the 5th run of the ball game. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Logan Hart.
Jordan Mesty.
Sundar comes in to score. Now 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. And Brewer at first. Two runs have come across here in the 8th on Cantrell's line. This looks like Rocco Granucci taking over out there in left field. Got a new left fielder. So Bolden came in for Levitt McGee. Zapata came in to catch. And then Granucci came in for the catcher Stoltz and then went out to play left field. That is just me figuring all that out on the fly without anyone telling me. Here's 1-2, 2 outs for Jordan Maskey. Grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Took over for Isaiah Landry and then moved to catcher as Forsythe went to right. Swings through that one, and Cantrell picks up the punch-out, his 2nd of the inning, but 2 runs come across here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's an 8-run ball game, 13-5 here in Oakland. Bottom of the 8th, and Ethan Rohn takes over on the mound. His third appearance this summer on the mound for the Seagulls, and he was a two-way guy that was scheduled to be a two-way for the majority of the summer, but was, I believe, dealing with some arm injuries earlier in the summer. Now he's starting to get back into the swing of things, and just another arm that the Seagulls can go to here. And he's going to pick up an inning of work. He's got Shane Aldridge, the 9-hitter, leading things off. First pitch over for strike one from Ethan Rohn. Right back up the middle, off the glove of Rohn, and perfectly to Jake Barber. So a little assist there from Ethan Rohn on the mound. James Bowes comes in to play short, taking over for Ryan Lordier, and will hit in his spot, so straight up substitution there. And a little update, Logan Hart in left, Josh Algren in center, with Liam Forsythe in right, Nav still at first, Barber still at second, Brewer still at third, and Jordan Maskey doing the catching duties. Rohn, nice fastball, and he catches the knees. Zapata looks at a strike. This is definitely an arm that the Seagulls have been missing. Him and Matt Moreno, sort of the two-way guys that were expected to be two-ways. Moreno shut down from pitching, at least, due to the back injuries. And Rohn, like I said, had arm injuries. Stanley has really been the two-way guy that has emerged for the Seagulls. But obviously didn't have his best stuff here in the first. Entered the game with a perfect ERA. And that changed, surrendering 8 runs. Curveball, and he catches inside corner. Zapata looking back there like a little confused with the call. 0-2, 1 out. Rohn looking for a punch out. Fastball just misses. 1-2. Live arm out there for Rohn. His 2 appearances, gone 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 3 punch outs. Comes in with a 3.0 ERA. 1-2. Foul tipped, and Maskey couldn't hold on to it back there. So Zapata will see another. One ball, 2 strikes on Frank Zapata. Curveball in the dirt, 2-2. Well, for a 13-5 game, you would expect it to be well over 3 hours, but 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th, and we're just about to hit the 3-hour mark. Fastball, and he's got to be rung up right there. Another tough call, 3-2. Count is full on Zapata. And ball 4. So,
right fielder, number 5, Jordan Bolden.
I mean, both sides aware of the situation here. And I don't like to harp on umpires, but it's definitely been a tough zone this evening. Jordan Bolden will take over as he came in as a defensive substitution. Now getting his first at-bat. Came in for Leavitt McGee. Fastball in there, 0-1. Can't see it from your vantage point as a viewer, but he's wearing his Concordia University helmet. Bolden, who's from Pinole, to Clayton Valley Charter High School. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. And Zapata picks up a stolen base. Zapata, one of those rare catchers that is really athletic. I mean, he's been playing the corner outfield as well for the Merchants this summer, but also great speed for a catcher.
On that 1952 team, they only had 13 rookies on the opening day roster.
0-2 on Bolden, one gone, runner on second here in the bottom of the 8th in this 8-run ball game. Roan, curveball. It's a chopper to short, and they do potentially have a play at third, but Bose, who's got a good arm, will just get the out at first. And there's 2 gone. So Zapata aggressively moves up to third. And we've seen that a couple times with Zapata, who really likes to put the pressure on the defense and is a very aggressive base runner. Moves up 90 feet that time. Jack Rogers set to get an at bat here with 2 gone. Rogers, who's got 3 hits today, 3 singles. He's 3 for 5 and has come around to score twice. He's come around to score twice. Zapata's come around to score twice. And Jacobs has come around to score 3 times. Everybody else in the starting lineup has come around to score once. So it's been top to bottom. Offense has been getting it done. And if you look at the stats, you kind of see that as well. It's a team that's hitting 242 as a squad. And basically everybody that plays hitting over 230, with Zapata and Levitt McGee hitting over 300. One and one on Jack Rogers, the junior at Colorado Mesa. Roan on the mound, headed to Central University. A couple of seasons at Murray State JC, playing for Coach Dom. And thank goodness that Coach Dom had that connection at Murray State, able to get Roan, Tinsley, and Will Ellis, the best closer in the CCL. Zapata coming home, and it's a wild pitch and a run. It's 14-5 Merchants. So there you go. The aggressive base running paying off there for the Merchants and Zapata. One and 2 on Rogers. Roan looking for his first punch out, and it misses. 2 and 2. Two breaking ball, got him, and Roan happy to finally pick up a strikeout. And we'll go to the top of the 9th, 9-run ball game. 3 outs left for the Seagulls, and they're down by 9. So quite a lot of work to do here if they want to try to win this one. AJ Gamboa set to take things over here in the top of the ninth, looking for 3 outs to complete the victory against the Seagulls and sort of, not completely, but start to spoil some playoff hopes, as with a loss tonight, the Seagulls will be down 2.5 games of the Sonoma Stompers with just 3 games left. Now, things could get really interesting if Sonoma loses and the Seagulls and Stompers play each other Sunday. So if the Seagulls are a half game back, obviously a win against the Stompers would send them into the playoffs as a 3 seed. James Bowes comes in and came in defensively for Ryan Lordier at short. He'll get his first at bat of the night, the LMU commit. Went to West Valley JC and now headed to the West Coast Conference. This one popped up. Should be playable for Jacobs. And hard to see the ball, but a nice play as he falls down in foul territory. Lost it in the lights, but able to still make the play.
Now batting number 3, Josh Algren.
So here's Josh Algren. Algren walked in his first plate appearance. Takes a look at a ball. The 1-0 from Gamboa misses. 2-0. Gamboa, this is 9th appearance of the summer. 10 1/3 innings of work so far as Algren swings through that one. 2-1. He's given up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 8 walks, 13 punch-outs. So he comes in with a 2.61 ERA. Pretty astonishing. He's given up 5 unearned runs in just 8 innings. Curveball. Talk about defense not having your back behind you. Count is 3-1 on Algren. 3-1 right there, 3-2. Full count on Algren. The 3-2 is fouled, back and out of play. Seventh pitch of the at-bat here from Gamboa. Seagulls down to their last 2 outs. Breaking ball, and might have broke his bat, but Jacobs into short left field, the third baseman, makes a nice running catch. He was playing pretty deep as a third baseman with 2 strikes, and he makes the catch in short left field for the second out. Jake Barber represents the final out of the ball game after a couple of pop-outs to third by Bowes and Algren. Here's Barber. He's 1 for 4 today. Picked up an RBI single. Or not an RBI single, but picked up a single back in the 6th. Oh, 1 on Barber. Curveball. 0-2. These 2 teams will play each other tomorrow night in about 21 hours. 6:05 at San Bruno, last home game of the season for the Seagulls. This one driven into center field, and Barber will pick up a single, and it gets by the center fielder. He's going to go for 2, and he's in there safely. So Aldridge, who tried to get down to one knee and keep that one in front of him, instead went over his glove, and Barber heads up, digs for second, so it'll be a single and an error. And now 2-out runner on second. Here's Ethan Roan. The Merchants have their Rocco Borelli. The Seagulls have Ethan Roan. Started out as a DH, just took over on the mound, throwing an inning. He doubled and came around to score in his last at-bat. Hit an absolute rocket out to left center field. Hit the wall on the fly. The curveball gets by Zapata. Barber will stay at second, down by 9 runs. Probably not the smartest thing to be the third out at third to end the game. $11 hits for the Seagulls, just 5 runs to show for it. 15 hits for the Merchants, but they have 14 runs. So the Seagulls have pretty much kept up in the hit department, getting later into the ball game. Obviously, trailing 8-0 after 1. Really hard to mount a comeback, but they've been chipping away lately. 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 7th, and 1 in the 6th. Just not quite enough. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, 1-2. 2 strikes on Roan, and Seagulls down to their last strike here. The 1-2 from Gamboa. Roan rifled to short, and it gets over his glove and into the gap. It's going to be another double for Roan, and Barber comes in to score. So 2 doubles this evening for Ethan Roan in his last 2 at-bats. This one, an RBI double, driving in Jake Barber. The power of a turf field, as Roan, who hit that one hard, but it was a one-hopper over the glove of Jeremiah, the shortstop, rolled all the way into the gap, and he was in for a stand-up double. Ball can fly on the turf, and evident right there. Now an 8-run game, 14-6, still 2 outs, and here's Nav Sundar, takes a look at a curveball, strike 1. The 0-1, fastball, misses outside, 1-1. Like something, like his slider sort of hung down the middle. Nav fouls it off, 1-2. So once again, Seagulls down to their final strike. Last time, Roan answered with a double to keep it alive. The 1-2 from Gamboa. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the ball game. Gamboa picks up the strikeout, and that is it. Final score 14-6, an 8-run first, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 1 in the 8th for the Alameda Merchants, who had the offense rolling early and often today. The Seagulls didn't quite have an answer for it. I'll see you all tomorrow night in the last home game of the season for the San Francisco Seagulls as they look to get back on track and basically have to win out if they want a chance to play some extra games this season in the CCL playoffs. Now down 2.5 games of the third-place Sonoma Stompers. All they can do is win their last 3 games and hope that they get a chance to make the playoffs. Well, I'm Cameron Anderson signing out from Laney College in Oakland, California. The Merchants win, final score 14-6. The Seagulls snap their win streak since the All-Star break. Good night, everyone.